In a small village nestled at the foot of the great mountains of Africa, there lived a poor man named Kwasi. Known by everyone as a hardworking and kind soul, Kwasi was a farmer who toiled under the blazing sun from sunrise to sunset, but no matter how hard he worked, he barely managed to make ends meet. His land was dry, his tools old, and the rains had become unpredictable. Kwasi's only wealth was his integrity and good heart, which he kept close despite the challenges he faced. One day, while walking through the forest, searching for firewood, Kwasi stumbled upon an old man sitting under a giant baobab tree. The old man had a long white beard, wise eyes, and a calm aura. He looked frail and hungry. Kwasi, always generous despite his poverty, offered the old man his last piece of bread. The old man accepted the bread with gratitude and smiled, "Thank you, young man. Your kindness will not go unnoticed. What is it that you seek in life?" Kwasi sighed and said, "I don't seek riches or luxury. I only wish for my land to be fertile, for my crops to grow, and for my family to be fed." The old man's eyes twinkled. He then stood up slowly and handed Kwasi a small wooden box. "Inside this box lies your future. But remember, the box will only grant you what your heart truly desires. Take it home, and open it when the moon is at its highest." Kwasi thanked the old man and hurried home. That night, when the moon hung full and bright in the sky, he opened the box. To his surprise, it was empty, just darkness inside. Confused, Kwasi went to bed, thinking he had been fooled. The next morning, however, Kwasi woke to a miraculous sight. His once barren fields were lush and green, covered in rich crops ready to harvest. His simple hut had transformed into a grand home, and his old farming tools had turned into brand new ones. Word spread quickly through the village, and people marveled at how Kwasi had become wealthy overnight. Though he had gained material wealth, Kwasi never forgot where he came from. He shared his fortune with the villagers, ensuring no one went hungry. His kindness and humility made him loved by all, and soon, his village became prosperous, with fertile land and thriving people. One day, as Kwasi was walking by the same baobab tree, he saw the old man again. The old man smiled. "You see, Kwasi, true wealth comes not from riches, but from a heart that remains kind and generous, no matter how much you have." Kwasi bowed his head in gratitude, knowing that the old man's wisdom was his greatest treasure of all. And so, he continued to live, not just as a rich man, but as a wise and beloved leader who uplifted everyone around him. Moral asterisk: true wealth lies not in gold or land, but in a heart that shares and uplifts others.